Istanbul, a city with so much character and so much to do. If you're traveling there soon, I'm sure you're thinking of how to best make use of your time. And therefore today I've compiled this list of the top 10 best things to do while you're in Istanbul that you definitely can't miss. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Shivan and I make videos about medical school, university, lifestyle and travel. In today's video, I'm gonna take you through the top 10 things to do in Istanbul. But before we do that, go check out my YouTube channel for more such videos on travel, lifestyle, and if you're interested in medical school and university, and if it's something you'd be interested in, smash that subscribe button and join me for a lot more. Without any further ado, let's get into the top 10 things to do while you're in Istanbul. First on the list is the absolute must-do thing you can't miss, thing that everyone does, is visiting Sultan Ahmed Square. So the reason I put Sultan Ahmed Square as number one and not separated it into the three different things to do there, which is the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque and the Topkapi Palace, is because, well, you can do it all at once because they are all right next to each other and I want to save space on this list for more things. So definitely go check these three places out. They're absolutely beautiful. The Hagia Sophia is amazing, so is the Blue Mosque. The Topkapi Palace is not something I've personally seen myself from the inside, but it's definitely something worth checking out as well. The architecture is amazing and it's definitely something that will be really interesting for someone who's interested in history and culture. Do remember that the Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque are mosques, and therefore if you're a woman you'll have to wear a head covering when you go in, and if you're a man you'll have to be covered below the knees, so you can't wear shorts. Second on the list, we have something right next to Sultan Ahmed Square, and that's the Grand Bazaar. So the Grand Bazaar is the perfect place to go shopping in Turkey if you want any local Turkish items, whether that's Turkish delight, jewelry, or rugs, lamps, anything else. So definitely save enough time to go check out the Grand Bazaar and be ready to haggle, and don't take any of the tourist prices that the vendors there are offering you. Be polite and be firm and definitely try and strike a bargain. I would say offering a minimum of 50% of whatever the asking price is. Third on the list is an absolute must-do for any dessert lover and any foodie, and that's visiting Hafiz Mustafa, which is the dessert heaven of Istanbul. So Hafiz Mustafa is a place with an endless number of amazing Turkish and different types of desserts. Definitely try the ice cream baklava when you go here. That is definitely the highlight, but everything else is delicious as well. We tried a selection of the different sweets and pastries over there, and we tried one of the cakes too. So definitely go have some baklava and whatever else you're interested in. You can even pick up some baklava or any other type of sweets from Hafiz Mustafa if you want to take some back with you. Oh, and also don't forget to try the kunafa. It's amazing as well. The next thing on our list is another food-based activity, and that's going for a Turkish rooftop breakfast. So you can go for any Turkish breakfast, but I'd highly recommend going for a rooftop breakfast, again somewhere in Sultan Ahmed, with the view of the mosque and the view of the coast as well, the Bosphorus. The place we went for our Turkish rooftop breakfast was Cave Lounge, and that's one I'd highly recommend, but there are many more that you can check out. Another absolute must-do when you go to Istanbul is taking a Bosphorus river cruise. I believe the best way to view any city or to experience any city is through the water or any water body that's in the city, and that allows you to traverse through the city with amazing views, and if you go at sunset it's even better. When you go on your Bosphorus cruise, you can appreciate the location of Istanbul being split between two continents, looking at Asia on one side and looking at Europe on another. If you can, try and find a private boat to go on with your friends, or you can take a shared one, it doesn't matter. But if you can get a private one, try and go for that, because things in Istanbul are generally not too expensive, especially if you're sharing it with a couple of friends. Now, our next recommendation, which is an absolute hidden gem in Istanbul, well, I don't know how hidden it is, but it's something that I know a lot of people miss out on their trip to the city, is visiting Prince's Islands or Adalar. The Prince's Islands are a set of islands in the Sea of Marmara, and they're very close to Istanbul. You can take a £2 ferry 2 hours away from Istanbul, and you'll reach these absolutely amazing exotic islands, and you'll feel like you're somewhere in Europe, whether that's Greece or Italy. It's really beautiful, and there are no cars on the island, which is amazing. So you can either walk to the top of the island or you can cycle around it. But either way, you definitely get to appreciate some amazing views. And one thing I really can't compliment enough was the journey there and the ferry ride, which was extremely comfortable but also had some amazing views. I even saw a dolphin on this ferry ride, but I didn't catch that on video, so you won't be able to see it here, unfortunately. If you have time, I'd recommend going up to the top of the island and grabbing a meal over there, and then heading down and just appreciating the views while walking around. So that's the best itinerary for a day in the Prince's Islands. The next thing is now a mix of culture and sightseeing as well as food. So that's going and having the San Sebastian cheesecake at Vivana Kavesi, I don't know if I'm saying that right, in front of the Galata Tower. So Galata is a beautiful neighborhood in general with some amazing eating places, but this particular cheesecake is an absolute must-do with a view of the Galata Tower, of course, because you definitely want that Instagrammable picture if that's something that you're into. So go check it out, have the cheesecake, see the tower, and just walk around the neighborhood, and it'll definitely be a memorable experience. Now, if you're interested in getting some amazing photos and appreciating some amazing views, and if you can hack waking up at 4-5 a.m. in the morning, I'd also recommend going to view the sunrise at Ortaköy Mosque, or however you say it. Again, don't criticize me for my pronunciations because I'm not Turkish, I'm just a tourist who love the city. So go to the Ortaköy Mosque and go at sunrise, check out the view, see the mosque and see the Bosphorus bridge, and you'll definitely enjoy that. After that, you can go and grab a cup of Turkish tea if that's something you're interested in. It's what we did, and we had a great time. Now, one thing many people miss out on when traveling to Istanbul is the neighborhood of Balat. So Balat is a really nice neighborhood. It's not too far away from Galata and Taksim Square, so go check it out. It's this really colorful neighborhood with some really nice cafes. I definitely recommend going and spending a morning there and grabbing brunch or some nice food. We checked out this cafe that was really nice and had some great views, and it's called Pop Still. So if you're interested, go check that particular cafe out in Balat, and then go check out the colorful stairs and just walk around the neighborhood. And the last thing on my list, now it's worth mentioning that this is something that I think is a must do, but it's probably the thing that was least exciting for us. It was going to Istiklal Street and Taksim Square and just walking the entire street. So Istiklal Street is like the Oxford Street of Istanbul, or a good comparison, or Michigan Avenue in Chicago, or the main street in any city with all the shops and stuff like that. So Istiklal Street had a lot of retail stores. It had Nike, it had Ray-Ban, stores like that. So that's not something that's super exciting if you're coming from somewhere abroad. So since I was coming from London, it's not something that I found too exciting, but there are a few nice cultural hotspots around there. I tried some Turkish ice cream while we were on Istiklal Street, and then we went out to check out Taksim Square, and I also did try some doner over there, Taksim doner, which I would also recommend. So that sums up my list of the top 10 things to do while you're in Istanbul. So definitely try and do all of them if you can, or if you can't, try and check out the ones that you can fit into your schedule. I hope this video was helpful if you're planning on traveling there anytime soon, and if it was, do drop a like down below, smash that subscribe button, leave any comments down below if you have any questions or anything like that, and then do share the video with your friends and family who may be traveling to Istanbul at any point in the future or who are interested in doing so. And with that, I will see you in the next one.